What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. I'm one of those was a makeup lover, of course. Today's video is another inspired video. I was actually inspired by this look right here. I think it's very accurate. I'm wondering if I used the same palettes that she used. It looks good. I mean, I'm very pleased with how everything came out. I actually tried to do this, I tried to film yesterday, but the pigment that I was trying to use on the lids literally just wiped the whole fucking eyelid off. And so I fixed it, and I did it again, and it did it again. So I gave up. I was like, you know what? Makeup is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be therapeutic, and I was getting extremely frustrated, and I don't like that vibe. I don't want to be that girl. I love being very, happy and feeling good. I want to do my makeup to feel good. So I was not feeling too good yesterday, so I was like, you know what? I just took it off, and I restarted today, and I'm really happy with that decision because I really feel like I now have that energy, the vibes to really enjoy the makeup, and it just looks so pretty, and I love colorful makeup, and this is giving me all the vibes. So yeah, I ended up not using the pigment that I used yesterday. I used something else today, and I think that was a really good decision. I'm very pleased with that decision. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to be doing my eyes as well as my base in today's video. We are giving the full little shebang. So yeah. Don't forget to stay tuned until the very end of the video where I will do an up close of my makeup for you guys. That way you can see the true beauty of the blend. And if you're curious about the products that I used to achieve this makeup and how I did it, you're definitely going to want to keep on watching. I haven't used this P.louise palette in a while, and I have a new one on the way, and so I was like, we have to use her. I got green on here. Don't ask me how I did it because I don't know, but it won't come off now. If you don't know, this is the P.louise Worldie palette. My kid, my oldest, his favorite color is blue, but this specific blue, whenever he gets my palettes, he always gets into this one, and he'll go in there and he'll just take his finger, swipe it on. He's good to go. He's good. So yeah. That's the palette we're using today. I did already prime my lids with my P.louise base. I am going to be taking this whole row of blues. So I'm going to start with the darkest shade, and then I'll work my way up the row. I'm just going to say the names so I don't got to keep picking up the palette. It's a very thick, large palette. You guys know P.louise. So I'm starting with this more pencil brush. I'm going to make sure that we're doing kind of a smoky outer corner. So I'm actually going to start by laying this shade down right here. And then I could just kind of wing it out like that. Kind of like we're doing wing liner. That's just to kind of get the general shape. Once I kind of map it out, I'll go ahead and just start bringing this into the crease. I'm going to take this about 40% of the way. I want to make sure that I'm saving room for all of my other colors, and I got a little bit carried away on this side, and there was almost not enough room for the purple. Once it's as pigmented as I'm going for, I'm going to take the next shade over, which is called Sky High. This is my kiddo's favorite shade, Sky High. It's just a beautiful, deep sky blue. And I'm going to try to keep this shape as it is. I'm not going to take this further in or anything like that. I want to just start blending the edges out. Once more, on the same brush, shade Year Up. And again, I'm just keeping the shape. I'm not blending it further on the inner corner. I am, however, kind of sharpening this edge. Shit. I forgot what I was saying. I don't know if I was saying anything important, but we're moving on. I shuttered my door like this, guys. Now I'm going to take shade Worldie on this small but fluffy brush. So this is going to be our lightest blue shade. And I'm gonna complete this blend. Since I'm doing like different colors in each section, I'm gonna go back in, starting with the darkest blue, and I'm just gonna make sure that the blend is nice and like seamless before I move on to the purple and whatnot. It's okay if it goes out pretty far, because I could touch it up with like makeup, not a big deal. Like the lighter shade, it's fine if it goes out like really far, because I could clean that up. I'm gonna try to keep the dark and medium shades like just past my brow. Like I don't want them to go any further than that. Perfect. The blend is pretty darn smooth. I feel like it looks kind of funky because like it's just this. I'm gonna take this small little Makeup Shack T63. Wow, my dyslexia is showing. I'm gonna take shade First Class. I feel like this is just like a random purple, but I was actually thinking back. I'm like looking at all of the colors together, and I'm like, you could definitely blend the purple out with like the orange and get a very beautiful blend. So it's like not that random. Like there is colors to blend. I think the first time that I was looking at this, I'm like, why is there just like one random ass purple in here? But I get it now. So I'm gonna take this really tiny little pencil brush, and I'm gonna kind of blend as I go. I want this to be like right here. I'm gonna lay this down in this section right above my crease. This brush is perfect because it's gonna pack down the pigment and blend all at the same time. So I'm gonna take my Bay Pastels palette with this pink here. Just on the same brush too, to just kind of complete that blend. I was gonna say compete that blend. That would have been extremely incorrect. What's nice too about this little Beauty Bay palette is there's purples in here. So I'm gonna take this pinky purple to meet this blue here, and that's really gonna give me a nice seamless connect. Now I'm gonna be taking these two brushes. So this is a Blend Bunny B4 and just like a fluffy Morphe brush. I'm gonna be taking this burnt orange and this bright vibrant mango orange. So the burnt orange is called Sunset and the lighter orange is called Lounge. So I'm gonna start obviously with the darkest orange, and I'm gonna lay this down right in the crease. And then taking the Morphe fluffy Morphe brush with shade Lounge. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I am like fumbling today. And go ahead and just buff that out. Those are pretty symmetrical. So I'm gonna cut my crease with my P.louise cut carver, get a nice clean slate, and then I'll go in with the green shades. I'm then going to cut the crease again and lay down the white. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm just gonna show you guys me doing it rather than explaining it as I go, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to take some of the shade When in Rome, which is the light green, and set this down real quick so I could just move right along to like cutting the crease. I don't want to wait for it to dry. They're not quite even because my lids aren't even. Like when I do this, I mean, they're still not that even. Now that that white is laid down and set, I'm going to start with the darkest blue, which is shade San Francisco. And I'm going to do like a slight wing. Nothing too crazy. Like that. Then shade Sky High. Shade Europe. And then on the fluffy brush that I used originally, shade Worldie. The shimmer I used is the Kaima Cosmetics Liquid Shadow in the shade Stardust. When I do the up close, I think you'll be able to see it a lot better. I feel like on the white base, it's just kind of giving a very like iridescent kind of look to it. But it definitely is like a greeny kind of blue vibe. So I'm just gonna lay it down like that. And then I'll use like a little flat brush to make sure it's covering all of the white. I'm gonna be putting on, where are my lashes at? These are IONI Lashes. I'm gonna be taking the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. That's light. That was really light. We're just gonna push past how light this is. I'll fix it. I'm just so used to being so pale that the fact that I have a little bit of color in my skin, I don't know how to do makeup, I guess. I'm gonna take the Pink Honey contour cake, snatch the nose with this. I think we'll even do a little bit of lip contour today. Actually, it kind of makes my lips look a little pouty already. I wanted to take the Fyne Beauty concealer. This is shade 35 for my bronzer. I only need a little bit of this. That was a lot. It's a little dark, but that's okay because my concealer will kind of, like, I'll go over that with my concealer a little bit and make it look better. Also, my foundation is kind of light, so it'll all work out for the best in the end. I wanted to take the Maybelline Metro Color Case. I never use this pink shade, and I want to use it as blush. This is shade Hushed. I'm going to get kind of a good amount, so that way I can kind of work it on the back of my hand, and my brush will, like, fit in it. And I'll just work a brush into it. Ooh. I didn't need that much. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why you do your blush before your concealer. I'm going to be taking the OneSize Beauty Concealer as well as the Jaclyn Concealer. We'll start with the OneSize and then blend as fast as possible so that way the Jaclyn one doesn't dry. For my setting powder, I'm going to be taking the Dragun Beauty Setting Powder. I don't think Dragun Beauty is like a thing anymore. I'm going to use this to set my whole face. And then if I need any brightness, I'll go in with the e.l.f. Camo CC powder. Guys, let me know the tea on Dragun Beauty. I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution bronzer. This is kind of like dewy vibes. For my blush, I'm going to take the Unearthly shade Bloom. Look how pretty this is. Was it Prolux Cosmetic sent me over some sponges. These little tiny little mini ones. I'm going to wet it. I'm going to take the BPerfect X Stacey Marie Get Wet highlighter. I feel like these were very underrated. There's like a putty kind of highlighter. This sponge is perfect for this. Okay, so here is the completed look. I was like, whenever I put white in the waterline, because I feel like it just makes my eyes look so big and kind of like fake, and I kind of like that. I just decided to go with more of like I said, like a nude lip, super soft and subtle, because I wanted the eyes to really be the star of the show today. My shirt really matches the vibes, and I love that. So for my lip combo, I went in with the Nabi Lip Pencil in the shade Coffee, and then I just put the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Fortune Cookie right in the center. Give that nice nude vibe. Also, look at my earrings. Aren't these so cute? They're kind of like iridescent. They're little mushrooms. It has like a little moon. I'm so obsessed. You know the Icy Hot commercials? That's what this is giving me. Like the Icy Hot. I don't know why, but that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this. And I mean, I'm not mad at it. I'm obsessed, actually. I think this is stunning. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me and if you like my content. Without further ado, we're going to go right on ahead. Roll the clip.